Yeah, and quite a few people often ask me about, what are my top tips for identifying properties with high demand in South Africa as it relates to, short-term accommodation, whether you're on Airbnb or booking.com. And remember, there are certain areas that are prominent for Airbnb and prominent for booking.com. So you'll need to find that out. You first got to look at what type of market are you looking for. In fact, I want to walk into my Airbnb right now. We're busy doing some basic maintenance. There's Danny doing some painting for me. I always look for, but what kind of tenant do I want? So, for example, if you take this unit here that we just busy, we finished it off. Got one or two small things to get. I've got to get some blinds. We're here in Edenvale by the OR Tambo. So, if you're talking about tips and demands, OR Tambo is the most busiest airport in Africa. I've got no shortage of business travelers. I have people coming in from St. Francis who regularly go to Kruger National Park every month. So that's regular business for me. I have business people from all over Africa, in fact, the world. So from a demand, first of all, finding places where, from a business perspective, business people are traveling in and out all the time. I mean, obviously, Joburg is the hub of South Africa. So what I found is we have lots of clients in Randburg, Ferndale, certain areas around the Joburg area that's 100% working, for short-term accommodation. In fact, one of our recent cases, a guy called Peter Vessels out there in the West Rand, is doing a rent-to-rent in 4 ways. He sent me a WhatsApp yesterday. He's got full occupancy in January, which I think is fantastic. So there's two things. Business travelers, in my mind. The other one is your holiday makers. And of course, from a South African point of view, but where do they go? They go to areas like your Cape Town, Durban, your Umhlangers, your Belitos. South Coast, there's a few that I know of, but I think North Coast, obviously, because of what's going on in the North Coast of Durban, there's a very high demand. But again, you've got to make sure that there isn't an oversupply. In fact, recently, somebody was asking me around the Kruger National Park, Marloth Park, and it's very busy pretty much all around the year. And somebody wanted to do Airbnb in Marloth Park, and is there demand? Yes, but in Marloth Park, the problem is the animals. I did my research and I found that, Andrew, beautiful place, high demand, but the maintenance on those properties, you then need to get plumbers out, gas engineers. They don't come from Marloth Park, they come from Nelspruit. So the cost of the maintenance is what's been killing people's profits in Marloth Park. So my viewpoint is, if you are starting out, don't forget the model of rent to rent, where you don't need to own the property, because if you do buy property specifically for Airbnb and only works for Airbnb, and you then realize that you haven't done your research correctly with your DD, that you're stuck with a lemon. Whereas if you go down the rent to rent and you do rent a fully furnished apartment or fully furnished property, and it's just not working out for you, you can get out of that lease. And again, it's less risk. Why? Because you've now done a rent-to-rent with a fully occupied unit. So there are a few tips and tricks that you need to understand depending where you are in your journey, if you're starting out or if you're an experienced investor. So maybe let me know where you are on your journey. And then remember, you do have access to tools like PriceLabs. So is there a demand? Well, let's jump into PriceLabs. Let's have a look at the different seasons. Let's have a look at the different rates that people are charging per night. And I said this before in a previous video. If I'm looking in an area and I see that there's 400 hosts in this area, and tonight I want to make a booking for this weekend, but I see that out of just say 400 hosts as an example, and I see that 300 units are available for this weekend, and I now want to buy in that area, I'm going to be very, very skeptical. But if I see there's 400 hosts in that area and 396 are fully booked, that's an indication that there's a demand in that area. Remember, property supply and demand. And the only way to test it is for you to find out how many people are advertising rooms to rent, or on Airbnb, booking.com, in that suburb, in that area, in that town. Get a good feel. Then, like I said to you before, go to PriceLabs. PriceLabs, what's happening? And remember, especially holiday seasons, prices go up, prices go down. What I find here in Johannesburg by the airport is that my rates are fairly flexible. Yes, of course, they also fluctuate, and Airbnb does have tools for that. Certain websites can help you with the price fluctuation. Understand that where do you want to invest? Do your due diligence. And are we going on booking.com, or are we going with Airbnb, or are we getting a channel manager like Guesty to link them together? it does get a bit more complex. But again, shout out if you guys have any questions, and we'll see you soon.